So theaterization actually is a process how to maximize combat potential. And we look at how to economize uses of force by reorganizing how we actually plan for combat, how we execute it, and conduct it actually. It's an era of big flux in the geopolitical and geo-economic dynamics of this globe. Till now, the service headquarters or the service chiefs were responsible to the government to fight in that particular domain, land, air and sea. We are trying to change this fundamental system by creating a force structure which will mean to meet a particular challenge or to exploit a particular opportunity. All the forces, land, sea and air, will be under one theatre commander which will conduct operations in an integrated kind of a manner. So this has never been attempted. It's been done by other countries. So what kind of change will take place in our organizations is based on our unique geography and the historical lessons that we have learned. While we hear this term of theaterization, actually simultaneous with this or along with this, you would have heard two terms about jointness and integration and theaterization. These are part of the same continuum and they're spoken in the same kind of in breadth. But they all have slightly different meaning. When we are talking about theaterization, I believe a necessary step towards achieving theaterization is actually integration. And to achieve integration, we need to be actually carrying out this jointness. When we talk about integration, it combines the unique capabilities of the services through integrated processes and structures to increase the war waging capability or to introduce efficiency in process. Integration approach envisages integrating components commonly required by the three services while allowing independent evolution of core competency. So it has a multiplier kind of an effect, and the sum of all this is much more than the individual sum and parts. So when we are attempting integration in the armed forces, we have identified about 9 odd verticals in which we need to integrate together. It runs from operations logistics, intelligence, administration, HR issues, legal issues, maintenance of our equipment, training, communications.
DRDO directors and director generals have gathered here today to discuss the role of DRDO in the emerging scenario in the defense sector, both in light of the new disruptive technologies that have emerged, the change in the global geopolitics, as well as the government's policies of Atmanirbharta and Make in India. So over the next 2 days, we will debate how DRDO should redefine its role to meet these emerging challenges. We hope to come out with a clear roadmap on how we will transform.
It's wonderful to be here with the DRDO, the Directors Conclave, which is looking at redefining the DRDO's role in the emerging scenarios with respect to the government directives and policies. The way the government is pushing us into getting things done and trying to get us to move forward in Atmanirbharta, especially reaching the Amrit Kal. Today, the chief guest and the guests of honor, all of them have pushed us in a particular direction, looking at how we start the surge potentials. How will we be able to take care of our intensive conflict, if at all it ever comes. We don't want one, but we have to be ready. How do we interact and move forward with the industry, with academia, and within ourselves and push ourselves forward?
So I think we are in a seminal moment in geopolitics, and in my view, we see geostrategic competition being expressed through the medium of technology like never before, and through the many domains of geopolitics, statecraft, deterrence and war fighting. Technology is changing the nature of the game. If you see Ukraine, we see trench warfare and conventional battles. They are of course very important, but they are riding a very strong technological backbone. Data seems to be the new engine of war. We see apps and algorithms are as important as ammunition. We see the the very salient participation of startups and private sector like Elon Musk, Starlink, Peter Thiel, his Palantir algorithm, playing a critical role in war fighting in Ukraine. So I think it is also time that as part of a larger national security makeover, we make technology central to the transformation of India's defense forces and our strategic military enterprise.